Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels so elusive these days? Maybe you drift off easily but wake up multiple times during the night, or perhaps you fall asleep on the couch only to feel wide awake when it's time for bed. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Sleep troubles are incredibly common after 60, but here's the good news. They don't have to be a permanent part of your life. With a few simple adjustments, you can start sleeping like a baby again and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. In this video, I'm going to share 5 practical fixes that can help you improve your sleep, and they're all things you can start doing today. These aren't complicated medical solutions or expensive treatments. They're small, manageable changes that fit into your everyday routine. By the end of this conversation, you'll have a clear plan to reclaim your restful nights and enjoy the energy and clarity that come with good sleep. So let's dive in and get started with the first fix. The first thing to focus on is creating a calming bedtime routine. Think about it when you were younger. Did you ever notice how kids seemed to fall asleep more easily when they had a consistent routine? The same principle applies to adults, especially as we age. A relaxing pre-sleep ritual signals to your body that it's time to wind down, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. This could mean turning off screens an hour before bed, reading a book, or listening to calming music. Anything that helps you shift from the busyness of the day to a state of calm can make a big difference. For example, maybe you enjoy sipping a cup of herbal tea while flipping through a favorite magazine, or perhaps you find peace in jotting down a few thoughts in a journal before bed. These activities not only help you relax, but also give your mind a chance to process the day without distractions. And don't forget about your environment. Keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet can work wonders. Small adjustments like adding blackout curtains, using a white noise machine, or even wearing earplugs can create the perfect setting for restful sleep. It's all about setting the stage for your body to do what it naturally wants to do, which is rest and recharge. Now, let's move on to the second fix, getting some sunlight during the day. You might be wondering, what does sunlight have to do with sleep? Well, it turns out that exposure to natural light plays a key role in regulating your internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. When your body gets enough sunlight, it knows when it's time to be awake and when it's time to wind down. Without it, your sleep schedule can get thrown off, leaving you feeling groggy during the day and restless at night. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours outside in the sun. Just a little bit can go a long way. Try taking a short walk in the morning or sitting by a sunny window while you have your breakfast. If you're someone who prefers staying indoors, consider opening the curtains or blinds to let natural light into your home. Even on cloudy days, the light outside is brighter than indoor lighting, so it's worth stepping out for a few minutes. Over time, this simple habit can help reset your body's natural rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up feeling refreshed in the morning. The third fix links into something many of us struggle with: stress. Let's face it, life doesn't stop throwing challenges our way just because we've reached a certain age. Whether it's worrying about family, finances, or health, stress can keep your mind racing long after you've climbed into bed. And when you're stressed, your body stays in fight or flight mode, which makes it nearly impossible to relax and drift off to sleep. But here's the thing. Managing stress is entirely within your control, and doing so can transform your sleep quality. One of the best ways to combat stress is through mindfulness and relaxation practices. This could mean spending a few minutes each day focusing on deep breathing, aromatherapy, or simply sitting quietly and reflecting on the things you're grateful for. For example, try ending your day by listing 3 things that brought you joy or comfort. It could be as simple as a phone call from a loved one, a delicious meal, or the beauty of a sunset. These moments of positivity can help shift your mindset away from worry and toward peace, making it easier to unwind when it's time for bed. Now that we've covered creating a calming bedtime routine, getting sunlight during the day, and managing stress, we're ready to move on to the next set of fixes. These upcoming tips will build on what we've already discussed, giving you even more tools to tackle sleep troubles and start feeling rested again. Stick with me, because these next steps could be exactly what you need to finally get the restful sleep you deserve. Let's keep going together. The fourth fix is one that many people overlook, but it can have a profound impact on your sleep: staying physically active during the day. You might be thinking, I'm not exactly running marathons anymore. Is exercise really that important for sleep? The answer is yes, and here's why. Regular physical activity helps regulate your body's natural rhythms, reduces stress, and tires you out in a healthy way, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to hit the gym or start training for a triathlon. Gentle movement, like walking, stretching, or even dancing in your living room, can make a big difference. Here's how it works. When you move your body, you release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help lift your mood and reduce anxiety. At the same time, physical activity helps lower levels of cortisol, the hormone responsible for stress. This combination creates the perfect conditions for restful sleep. For example, a morning walk or afternoon chair exercises can leave you feeling more relaxed by bedtime. And if you're someone who struggles with stiffness or discomfort at night, incorporating light stretches before bed can help loosen up tight muscles and prepare your body for rest. But timing matters. Exercising too close to bedtime can actually have the opposite effect, leaving you feeling energized instead of sleepy. Aim to finish any moderate activity at least a couple of hours before you plan to sleep. If you're looking for something calming closer to bedtime, try gentle stretches or deep breathing exercises. These activities signal to your body that it's time to slow down and prepare for rest. Remember, consistency is key. Even 10 or 15 minutes of movement each day can add up over time and improve your sleep quality. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final fix: paying attention to what you eat and drink, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. It's no secret that certain foods and beverages can disrupt your sleep, but sometimes we don't realize just how much they're affecting us. For example, caffeine and alcohol are two of the biggest culprits when it comes to sleep troubles. While caffeine is a well-known stimulant that can keep you awake, alcohol might seem like it helps you relax, but it actually interferes with your ability to reach deep, restorative sleep. Even if you fall asleep quickly after a glass of wine, you might find yourself waking up in the middle of the night or feeling groggy in the morning. So, what can you do? Start by being mindful of your caffeine intake, especially in the afternoon and evening. If you enjoy coffee or tea, try switching to decaffeinated versions after lunch. As for alcohol, limit your consumption in the hours before bed, or skip it altogether if you're having trouble sleeping. Instead, opt for a soothing alternative like warm milk, herbal tea, or water with lemon. These choices won't interfere with your sleep and might even help you feel more relaxed. Another thing to consider is the size and timing of your meals. Eating a heavy meal right before bed can leave you feeling uncomfortable and restless, while going to bed hungry can make it hard to fall asleep. Aim to finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, and if you're hungry later, choose a light snack like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a small piece of whole grain toast. Foods rich in magnesium, like spinach or almonds, or those containing tryptophan, like turkey or yogurt, can also promote relaxation and help you drift off more easily. Now that we've covered all 5 fixes, creating a calming bedtime routine, getting sunlight during the day, managing stress, staying physically active, and being mindful of what you eat and drink, you're probably starting to see how these pieces fit together. Each of these habits supports the others, creating a foundation for better sleep and overall well-being. For example, staying active during the day can help reduce stress, which in turn makes it easier to unwind at night, and eating the right foods can give your body the nutrients it needs to repair and recharge while you sleep. I know this might sound like a lot to tackle, but remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with 1 or 2 changes that feel most manageable for you right now. Maybe you decide to take a short walk in the morning or swap your evening coffee for herbal tea. Over time, these small adjustments will add up, and you'll start noticing improvements in your sleep and in how you feel during the day. Progress, not perfection, is what matters most. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these fixes resonates with you the most? Have you tried any of these tips before, or do you have other strategies that have worked for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure your insights will inspire others watching this video too. And if you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're here to provide practical advice and support to help you live your best life at any age. Every week, we dive into topics like health, wellness, independence, and more, all tailored to you and your needs. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, good sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about giving your body and mind the care they need to thrive. By making these simple changes, you can take control of your sleep and wake up ready to embrace each new day with energy and joy. Here's to sleeping like a baby again and living your best life at any age. Until next time, take care and keep shining.